2-1 win. You'll be one of the person who take this result very, very bad in a bad way. But then, I want to know your thoughts on the match.
The result, fine. We won the game, fine. I think it's good for the man as a manager. This is the third game, the first competitive game. Then he got a result, fine. But the nature of the result is my problem. It's good for him as a new manager, getting his first win. There's no issue. 2-1 scoreline, no problem. But who you win? Sierra Leone. Now
With our beg.
Now we the struggle, make the game end for our own home. Now we go travel next year. We go travel go Sierra Leone now. No be so.
Later this year, yeah.
It's still later this year. Then to go and qualify for Nations Cup, Abi, to go meet Egypt them. And his priority is to win AFCON for Nigeria, the fourth one. Because we've been winning 3 since 1960. We're there on 3. No be so. See, this game, anybody when not watch and now go see the score line, say Nigeria win, fine. But me, you know, say we don't play well.
Second half especially.
Second half, we weren't there. The only reason why this game ended like this is because Sierra Leone is Sierra Leone. You can't play such game against Ghana and get result. You can't play such game against Senegal and get result. So Sierra Leone is not a good test. Fine, it can build up the confidence and the momentum. But you see a good result for we fans, for Nigerians, no. You are 62 years old, you're no longer a child. You are coming to manage a team that has won National Cup for 3 times, you know. So, like, you're not building from scratch. You have Victor Osimhen in this team now. You have world-class players in this team. Just 1 or 2 touches during training. You know? Don't build their confidence. You have Chukwueze here, you have Moses Simon here. These are guys who can give you results. So you don't need to come here and start struggling against the land. You are winning 2-1. And people are telling me to be happy. So now we struggle, we qualify, we go to then we go and struggle again. It's not good for us. We have options on the bench. Why you have people on the bench that when the result is not coming, you do sub.
The subs, that second half, we were too.
Simon have no reason being in this game during the second half. He wasn't in the game. If you have a Lookman there, you sub Chukwueze on time. Emmanuel Dennis is there. Because you can't conclude on those guys if you don't give them a chance to play. But is it a good result? Fine, as a starter, it's good though. But based on where we are going to, it's not a good one for us. Our playing pattern is not okay. We're not holding the ball. Okay, we can give an excuse now that we felt Ndidi is not there. But if we felt Ndidi is there, he will only do what Ndidi can do. He will hold the game, control the tempo. Will he dictate the ball? No. So even if Ndidi is back, we need to scout a good number 10. We have boys, we have players around this world. We need to get a good number 10 who can supply Osimhen. Osimhen is just looking for ball. This is a guy who can give you a result. Only what we need is just a robot number 10 that can supply Osimhen. And if he wants to play two strikers, there's no problem. Sadiq is there. Then
Onuachu, Desas, Murphy.
Yeah. So the only thing we need now is get a good number 4 because we can't be banking on Ndidi. Ndidi is not injury prone. So he can be injured at any point in time. So we need somebody who can play in his absence. Then we need a good number 10. I think that's what we need. Then the 2 guys running their wing, you just need to tell them what to do. If you can't play them, go back to 5 defenders formation. You know, play 5 defenders. Then let other people manage that attacking position. Because Chukwueze cannot be there. He's not completing his passes. He's not completing his run. He's finishing his ball. It's not making any sense.
Very, very bad. That guilty chance where he missed it was pretty. It was. I don't know whether I would call him one-on-one, because it was even easier than the one-on-one. It's like it was harder to miss.
A left-footed player that had contact with the ball with the left foot had no reason missing the goal, but he missed the goal. So at that point now, I can tell you, if na Kelechi Iheanacho no go miss that ball. Kelechi Iheanacho gives you so many things. He has that control. He has the shooting. He has the finish. He's good on the air. Chukwueze cannot give you those things. So the earlier you try everything you have, the better for you. Because you can't be winning the game 2-1 and 88 minutes people are begging you to sub. It's not making any sense. Because if you win this game 4-1, 3-1, we only send signal to the remaining 2 teams in the group. So we can't all this narrow escape result. I know they like them. Before you know it now, we carry calculator on the players. I don't like all this rubbish.
But then in terms of good things I saw in the game, our players now, everybody of course mentioned Victor Osimhen, but is there any other person that you say, okay, this guy stood out too?
Aribo tried, you know, to manage that in the absence of Ndidi. I think he tried. Then our number 2, I not played well. In fact, the 2 fullback played well. I think where there was this miscommunication within the 5 and 6, you know, And I think the pressure came from that number 4 because we don't have our standby number 4. So I can forgive them. But where my problem lies is the number 11 and number 7. The 2 wingers were not good. And because we are playing a Victor Osimhen now, who needs ball? We need crossing. So we need to play wingers who can cross ball. If they cannot cross the ball, we need to play another formation that will allow the 2 fullbacks to run the line. And the 2 fullbacks, they can run the line. They have that crossing. You know, they have that goal thread. Both the ones on the bench and the one that played. So I think he needs to work on that. Because Nigerian football is from that wing. Currently now, it's from that wing. We lost the game against Naija because Moses Simon was unlocked. So there was no other option. Governor had no plan B that day. That was why we lost that game. So we really need to do something about that wing if we need to win games. Because the people have seen it now, that's our strength. So if that's our strength, then we need professional players who can play from there, run the line, do the crossing when it's necessary. Feed Osimhen. Going as much as he's a man who can work for himself, I think he still needs to get those services so as to play well. You saw him today because of the hard levels and everything. He nearly got injured. So it's not good for him. That he has that strength doesn't mean we should every day we stress him, want to kill him. It's not possible. After Nigeria, he has another thing to play. You know, so we shouldn't do things. Maybe when you're calling him back, excuses will come. So our manager find he's done well in his 3rd match. You know, the future is bright according to what we've seen today. But he really need to work on the team.
And your final thoughts ahead of that game now against Sao Tome?
Since we win this one, I think when you come from a winning position, I think it's a good one. Your momentum and your psychology is up. It's up. Unlike maybe if you draw this game and you are traveling abroad, it's another kettle of fish. Now we win this game, we scored 2 goals, we created chances, we didn't finish well. So what do we do now? We travel over there, we correct some errors. These errors today, we correct them. Go to training tomorrow during the recovery section. Tell them to finish well. Take decisions. You know, complete your passes. That's all.
Nice one, man.